There's a movement on the right about racism, which sort of ranges from there's no such thing as racism to we should never accuse anyone of being racist to you can never really know if someone is racist. Well, there's a West Virginia official who will now be one who has resigned and another one who has been put on leave because of a reference to Michelle Obama, the first lady, as an ape in heels. I'm referring to Pamela Ramsey Taylor, the director of the Clay County Development Corp, which provides services to elderly and low-income residents. The mayor of Clay, West Virginia, has also resigned as a result of this. And she was celebrating the victory of Donald Trump in the presidential election and the elevation of Melania Trump to first lady, which is very, very scary to a lot of people. And she wrote, "It will be so refreshing to have a classy, beautiful, dignified first lady back in the White House. I'm tired of seeing a ape in heels." Not an ape, but a ape. Beverly Whaling, the mayor of Clay, responded on Facebook by saying, "That just made my day, Pam." The mayor really, really liking this. A petition calling for Whaling to be fired received more than 121,000 signatures as of midday yesterday. In her own apology, the mayor denied that her sentiments were racist. Bear in mind, 121,000 signatures. The town of Clay has a population of 491 people, none of whom are black, according to the latest census. Clay County has 9,000 people, 0.2% of which are black. Can we say that this is a racist woman? There's this movement, Pat, of we can never call anyone racist because you never know what it is that they're actually thinking. If the first way that comes to mind to criticize Michelle Obama is as an ape in heels, maybe you're a little bit racist.
Yeah, we can tell what they're thinking based on the words that come out of their mouth. And you got to love how she gave this non-apology, saying that she's sorry to anyone that she offends.
Oh, of course.
You have to own up to what you did if you're going to give a true apology.
I love those apologies, Rachel, where the apology is if anybody was offended, it's an apology, but not I said something absolutely horrible and there's no excuse or justification whatsoever. And people are talking about free speech, right? Anytime something like this happens, people start talking about free speech. I believe in free speech, and I believe it is absolutely fine to post this on Facebook and to say it, and for the mayor to say, wow, what a breath of fresh air. I really like what you're saying. I also believe that you are not immune to the consequences of your speech. When we talk about free speech in the First Amendment, the government can't prevent you from stating your opinions. Everybody here, Rachel, stated their opinions, and those opinions have consequences.
Yeah, and you have to be cognizant of when you're putting something on a public platform as a public official, you are probably going to receive some attention on it, even if it's something positive or something negative. And it's really, again, no surprise that he won 77% of the vote there. But another interesting thing that I was kind of thinking about is I feel like this election, and we're now seeing this time and time again, has brought out really the absolute kind of worst in humanity in terms of all of the racism and anti-Semitism that we're seeing, which is in a stark contrast to what we saw when Obama was elected. And I saw a lot of the opposite of that.
Well, what's fascinating is President Obama's elected, and there is record racial and identity-based attacks against him. And then now that the president no longer is the one with the sort of non-agent identity, the attacks now are against other groups that really are apparently upsetting to the Trump supporters. It's been sort of reversed, but in a way, it's really just been a redirection of who is being attacked with these ideas. And the bottom line on this is, if you can't criticize a black person without resorting to calling them apes, maybe you've got something going on racially there that you need to really think about. We're going to take a break. Next, I will speak to Reed Summers. I won't tell you more about this interview, but I think you will find it fascinating.